So, about 1 Million Cups, it is a free nationwide program that educates and engages entrepreneurs, provides ideas and connections and tools. Again, this is a family. We built this family literally from scratch. So every time you see someone that comes in and they present, we want to make sure that we keep supporting them, we keep talking to them, we keep giving them the ability to feel that that family is still here after they present. So I want to welcome back all past presenters. If you are a past presenter, please stand up. Past presenters, past presenters. There's no past presenters. Oh, there's one. There's two. Okay. Welcome. And if this is your first time here at 1 Million Cups, please stand up as well. We do have a gift for you. Welcome, welcome. Again, we don't have $1 million to give. Do we make sure all the first time? Yep. First timers. So, we are here at Incubizo. This is a great co-working space, so please feel free to scan and follow Incubizo, get their newsletter, and learn how to become a member here. So, upcoming presenters, we do have a packed September. We do have a bit of openings in October, so if you are interested in being a presenter, please contact myself or Daryl or 1millioncups.com. Yes, so we will make sure to get you scheduled and get you on the road to present here. So, want to be a coffee sponsor? You just email DetroitMetro at 1millioncups.com. Subject coffee sponsor. And again, as you can tell, we go through a lot of coffee, so please make sure that you get enough, and we will make sure to also schedule you for an upcoming opening. I think probably October is open, November. So we have a lot of people that want to sponsor. Speaking of coffee sponsors, we have the great Destiny Williams of Goldman Sachs 10,000 Business. So if you want to come up and present and talk about what is Goldman Sachs.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So, forgive me, I'm tired. I always like to tell my business before I do my Goldman Sachs pitch. I have a 5-year-old, and he just started kindergarten last week. I know. He's my baby, but he has to be at school at 7:30 a.m. So, forgive me, I'm tired. So, I am with the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. Raise your hand if you haven't heard of that program before. Awesome. So I'm very proud to present this to people who have not raised their hand. I will be here, and I also have some material right here by the coffee stand. So after my pitch, if you don't get a chance to talk to me, feel free to grab a business card, scan the QR code, and I'm always here. So the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program, we have a super ambitious goal of what we like to say of creating more CEOs in the atmosphere. We're not saying that you're not a CEO in your business, but our ultimate goal is we want to teach small business owners how to work on their business and not be in their business. That is our very ambitious goal. We do this by offering our classes at Wayne State University. I always get the question of how can classes help me with my small business? That's like, how? We help with small businesses by offering this similar to an accelerated MBA program where your sole focus is your business. Throughout the program, you're going to be working on something called a growth opportunity. For 14 weeks, so one semester, each January, May, and September of each year, you're going to be working on your growth opportunity. So for those 14 weeks, you come to our program saying, hey, my example as always is, I want to fly to the moon. Goldman Sachs, teach me how to get my business to the moon. We're going to have bankers and lenders come in and talk about how much finances you need to fly to the moon. We talk about capital. Instead of once you go to the bank, you get that dry yes or that dry no. They're going to say, we're going to say yes for this reason with detail, no for this reason, strengthen your numbers here. We're going to go over HR best practices of how to hire, how to modify a position for your growth opportunity. Even talk about that ugly side, we have to talk about terminating employee contracts. We have attorneys come in. Marketing strategies, literally everything under the sun, where our entrepreneurs walk away with a 40-plus page growth plan detailing every step to get to their growth opportunity. Our statistics are phenomenal. Okay, here we go. Our statistics are phenomenal. 6 months after graduating, 66% of our entrepreneurs have said they've increased their revenue. And they didn't just say it, they presented their numbers to show it. 44% have said they've hired more employees 6 months after graduating. It is not a magic pill, but our program works. Throughout that semester, you are 100% focused on your business. And one other really great thing about our program, we are completely funded by Goldman Sachs. So we are not asking of any cost to you or your small business. What we do ask for is your time and dedication. Our program is currently accepting applications for our Winter 2026 program until, Daryl, you know I like to walk. It's hard to stay still.
We got to keep you on camera. We've got a live audience on YouTube as well as Zoom.
Oh, I'm on camera?
You want to?
About that. But yes, we are currently accepting applications for our Winter 2026 program. Again, my name is Destiny. Here is my contact information right here, and I also have signage right there. This QR code will take you directly to our website. Feel free to reach out to me. We're also having 2 upcoming lunch and learns, one at Macomb Community College and the second one with the Southwest Detroit Business Association. So please reach out and feel free to email me about those upcoming lunch and learns. That is it. Oh,
Well, you know, you're coming back a second time. When is that?
you tell me.
You're coming back in November.
Okay, I'm coming back in November, and our coffee sponsor and the food is courtesy of one of our program alumni, Western Market down the street. So also please check them out.
Yes. So, if you are ready to present, we do have this QR code for you to apply online. You'll have an organizer like myself, or Daryl, or any one of our organizers on our team that will reach out and get you scheduled for a presentation. So, we have an entrepreneur here, Anthony Maurice, that will come up and present his business. And Anthony, it is your show.
Hi, I'm Anthony Maurice with Your Digital Handyman. I presented, when did I present? Last year. So my products and services. Technology installation, I try to meet that middle between calling a IT guy and calling your nephew. So I do a lot of in-home automation, IT stuff. We do, extending Wi-Fi, all kinds of stuff like that. Specifically more accessibility, automation. We're automating your house, we're making it easier to get around, specifically more for senior or disabled people, people with disabilities. And okay, what I learned from Million Cups the first time, we changed my slogan to try to get away from the handyman side of it. We were getting too much as an actual handyman opposed to the digital side. I got suggestions how to improve my website, more talking about the needs of people opposed to what I'm going to need to fix it, the technical stuff. And we made connections and started collaborating with people. Then I was introduced to Project Handyman and everything took a big right turn and now I'm 3D printing. So the whole idea was to make life more accessible through 3D printing. It's a very mass-produced world. What can we do to customize to individuals to make their life better and their life easier? So in 8 weeks' time, we went from 1 printer to 8 total printers, created a new company, so we spun off a new company to 3D3 Solutions off of Your Digital Handyman. And now in September 15th, we're moving into a warehouse with a retail space out front.
Woo!
So that's how you get a hold of me. You want any cute little dragons, or you find something in the world that doesn't fit, and we can make it fit just to you or your needs. So, my new ask is, how do we market and get into the disability customized world, opposed to just all the little cute stuff that sells so quick? So I'm almost just too busy with all this cute little stuff that everyone needs. You want to see that bucket over there or something? To get to my true passion and helping people who need to fit in this world that doesn't fit them. Oh, okay, there we go.
Check, check. Yeah, so do anyone have any questions or any tips to give to Anthony for his ask for today? You can just line up to the side here.
Hello. I am far away. We gotta figure that out. That's gotta be like with the in the middle. I have a thought, and the thought is, I'm gonna use the word accessories, and that's probably not correct. Tools. However, I'm thinking of, there's the thing that helps you open cans and bottles better.
Yes,
There's the
that's
thing
all.
that helps you grab things from cabinets.
Yeah,
Those things can be 3D printed.
that's definitely.
And so if you think about the accessories or tools or things that help people do things better, maybe that is the product.
I like
And then you can go to these spaces and say, hey, do you have a hard time flipping a light switch? Here's a thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay,
I like that.
that's all.
Thank you, Karen.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordette, and I'm the Applewhite Agency. We're a marketing consultancy. And so what I would say is that all folks with disabilities and challenges are not the same. And so what I would do first is I would do some discovery and have a couple of conversations, ideally between 10 and 12, and really uncover what their pain points are, right? And so once you have those conversations, we can talk later about the questions that you ask, but you really want to determine where the hot buttons are. And so then once you determine what those are, then you can build a product to solve that problem. And then those particular folks you can reach, right? Because if you're marketing everybody, you're marketing nobody, right? So if you really want to, you're already doing something very unique. And so find an audience that you can make something unique for, right? And then you can branch off into other areas. But I would definitely say start with customer discovery before you go and make assumptions and things like that. Save some cash.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
I'm Sabrina. I am the founder of Recharge Strategy Consulting, but disability policy is actually one of my areas of expertise. And so one of the things I would say is if you, similar to the discovery part, I would start in local disability communities that have national reach. So I'm thinking the ARC, Easter Seals, because if you can get into like Easter Seals classrooms, that could then potentially, if you can make their lives easier for the teachers, the staffs, the students, and the families in those communities, then they can potentially bring that nationally to scale. Similarly for the ARC, they're always just really good with resources. And the other thing, I'm not sure if you've thought a lot about disability housing. So I just worked in California with a place that had over 300 homes for folks specifically with disabilities living in the community. And there were so many modifications we had to make to housing, and we were able to do it with each single bedroom. So that's actually a place where I think you could probably have pretty widespread application, is what are the things that maybe break often, that need replacement, or ways that, switches and handles and could be modified utilizing your 3D printing specifically for the person living in those homes, in those rooms.
Okay.
So I also have some disability housing recommendations if you want after.
That would fit both sides.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Nice.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Eva, and I'm a business strategy consultant and storyteller. Love your idea. I think it complements your other business really well too. A couple of ideas and thoughts. The medical device industry is pretty heavily regulated, and there's a lot of liability that goes with that, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yes.
But there's also a lot of gaps that maybe individuals who are all different, in addition to their homes being different, don't have filled. Maybe consider going into a retirement community, because word of mouth and testimonials is going to be really important. Those are places where you're going to see a lot of not only people that can use your help and be able to give you ideas, and in a 3D prototyping business, you can make anything. But ideally, you're able to print the same design a couple of times with minimal modification. So if you're able to get some ideas there, and then word of mouth spreads, and someone says, oh, I was visiting my mom the other day, and this really fix up her room, that's how word of mouth starts to spread. And then that might be a good way to give a little bit more of a niche and a focus, because you can do anything, but if you can do anything, then it makes it really hard to focus on what's actually going to make your business different from all the other 3D printing businesses.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good advice.
A lot of the advice I will say right quick, I was gonna say, I'm Lewis, and I have a home care agency, and we're going into homes a lot, seeing those people that are in need, you know, so maybe even teaming up with some agencies, home care agencies, just letting them know, having their information, because that's also something that we can offer through you, you know, going into homes, letting them know just there's another service, not necessarily through, but, you know, recommending that, you know, you offer some of these things, because they are a tremendous need in a lot of these homes. So I think that's a wonderful.
We'll talk about it.
Hi, I'm Adam, ex-General Motors. So a little roundabout, but GM has an employee resource group for disabled individuals.
Yep.
Families, etc. And I'll think a lot of other companies probably have similar groups. So that might be, if you have friends that work for any of these big companies that can kind of get you a connection, that's an opportunity to kind of advertise your capability.
Yeah, I think the RGs, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, and then the other thing I thought, and you may have already done this, it's animal shelters and humane society.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in on some of those.
Yeah.
Because I know the prosthetics and stuff for animals is much easier than
Yes,
humans.
things smaller devices. Stuff.
Smaller, less regulated.
Yeah.
A lot of hoops you have to jump through. Cool. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. So, Daryl has a question. I just want to interrupt.
One of the areas that people don't think about are school systems.
Okay.
Because the No Child Left Behind law says that you have to make accommodations for children with disabilities. One of the challenges that we had is in the school setting, they're always looking for devices that can help the kids. So through the AD departments and other departments, and you may even reach out to school systems and see what types of tools they're looking for. And then they can connect to the parents. They do workshops that are also put on in conjunction with organizations like PARC, where they invite vendors in to talk about the different types of tools that they have for kids so that they can be more effective in the classrooms and really have a better learning environment for them.
That's good idea to think about schools. Thank you, Daryl. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, I'm the lawyer, grant writer lady, I'm Lisa. We've worked together already. We've talked about doing grants for you, but it also would be good to research organizations that fund the people that develop the products you want to make, and to form networks with them so that they connect you to the people who want to make them. They're doing the designing, but they don't have the capacity to actually make them. And then they're the ones who have to worry about getting the funding, and then they've got the funding and they need someone to give the money to.
Okay. Cool, thank you.
Thank you. So, Anthony, what is something that you will take away today that's going to keep furthering your business?
Schools. I like the schools. Kind of market. I haven't really
That's a
looked
good
into
idea.
much. I know some board members.
Good. Well,
That way.
definitely, and we look forward to getting another update, and we'll give a round of applause for Anthony. All right. That's not good. So, our next presenter today is Bucky Willis of Crane+Boom. Bucky, it is your time to shine.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I don't think I've presented this early in a long time, maybe ever. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I'm Bucky Willis. I am an architectural designer. How do you use this thing?
The arrows on the left and right.
Pointing here.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. I'm an architectural designer. I founded Crane+Boom, and it's an interior design firm, and we mostly work in the Metro Detroit area. I founded this because it solved a challenge, which was that I'm not licensed in architecture yet, so I can't necessarily say I'm an architect. And a fun fact is, if you say you're an architect without a license, that's illegal and you could be fined for it. So if anybody says they're an architect and they don't have a license, you should tell them to be careful if they don't already know. But I found that this is do interiors until I get my architectural license, which is a huge challenge, and I'll get into that, which is why I need your help. So, I'll put this down somewhere. So Crane+Boom does interiors, and we are branching to include a study application that helps people become architectural designers much faster and having more fun when we do it. And then by show of hands, who loves to study and cram and take exams and possibly fail or pass? Who loves that? Not many people love to study and do exams, and so my goal is to solve that, not only for architectural designers, but after we solve the architectural problem, we can solve it for any other profession. And this is specifically for professionals out of college. We're in the career, but we don't have the license yet. We don't have that final step. So Studier solves that by using fun and incorporating ways, uses AI, and it is openly addictive, so we're not trying to trick you into being addicted to studying. We want you to be addicted on purpose. And so we help you help yourself, and the app is supposed to learn how you learn, so it adapts. So some of the challenges are, well, one feature is we'll use music to help make that more fun. And we all know, growing up as a kid, we learned through music, and at some point that stopped. And it's like, why did that stop? Because I love music, I listen to it every day. I listen to the same song, sometimes 5 times in a row. So that is our main goal. And we're at the beginning stages of this. And I'm like new to this, so I need all the help I can get. So our biggest challenge is how do we make the minimum viable product, and what does that look like? Because we know some research says that music is integral for retaining knowledge. And so how do we use that without doing deep research that costs thousands and thousands of dollars? And so a bit of what we've tried so far is nothing because I don't know where to start. And this is where it's like a chicken and the egg kind of moment, where I'm an entrepreneur, I have a small business, so I can't just fund research and do all these things until I know it'll make money back. But it might not make money back until I do the research. So it's kind of loop, and I'm kind of stuck. And figuring out how to do that research with in ways that are cost effective without being extractive. I don't like to extract from people without offering something back. And just figuring out what that product looks like. If it's a mock-up, what do we need first? And what's gonna get people on board to really invest in this? And so we offer some services that we think are unique that people will find fun and interesting. And the main one is music. And so the real question is, how do we get to know customer? How do we get to do customer research without spending too much too fast, right? And then some of these questions is like, how can I even tap into you all in the room in terms of how you study and what you would like to see in study materials to help you feel confident to pass exams or get certified or get whatever it is you need to take your career to the next level. Because we're all smart, amazing people. So it's like, how can I be a professor? I'm a professor, by the way. How can I be an adjunct professor and still fail these exams? It's kind of wild. It makes me feel silly. I don't want to say stupid, but it makes me feel silly sometimes that I can't pass these exams. And so I know it's not just a challenge for me, it's a challenge for a lot of other professionals. And that is it. Thank you for your time. Here's my contact information.
Check. There we go. So if anyone, first of all, great job, great presentation. Anyone that has any questions or anything that can help Bucky, you would just line up here on the side. And you do. We didn't see you there.
Daryl, do we want to pop back to the other screen?
I'm gonna take notes on my phone.
Hi Bucky, hi everyone. Melissa McClary Davis, I run a marketing agency. I think this is great that you're doing it. There's a couple of things that you can do, but I know I was talking to a colleague of mine, don't overthink this. Don't overthink
what I'm doing.
Yes, you're overthinking. Don't overthink it. There are tools out there where you can create a minimal viable product. Have you heard of Replit?
No.
R-E-P-L-I-T. It is a AI-driven app where you can create an app in an hour. So you feed it your features, it'll create you the app. And it'll be a viable app that you can actually use. I actually created one myself. I have a little small business. I love K-dramas. I created a K-drama recommendation app. And you could do the same thing. So I would suggest that you just go ahead, Replit.com or Replit.app. That's one. There's many out there. Lovable is another one. That you can at least get lovable. Like lovable. I think you can create a viable app in that as well. But just get it out there, create it, and then in terms of research, I tell a lot of my clients a good way to do research, especially if you can't afford the survey, the research design, and all the cost of research, is to really run advertising on Meta, on Instagram and Facebook, and do research. You ask the questions in the lead form of exactly what you're looking for to find those folks who want to understand architectural design and don't, like you said, didn't come from that background, don't have the education, but they want to learn that. You pinpoint areas, there's a lot. Interior decorators, there's a lot of people who love to do that, they've been doing it and they start their own business and they're successful, but maybe they do want this license. So you can do research. I mentioned that, I'm sure you could probably even do it on TikTok and things like that. Just use the advertising aspect of it to get to the people you want to direct and just ask them questions.
All right, so basically like a survey. Like, hey, here's a product, but hey, this is a survey.
Yeah, you can advertise, like I said, put the product out there. And then on the product, say it's beta, and ask for information and just get information from people. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning, Becky. Sorry to take that picture of you.
She took a picture of me and I was so focused on emails, I looked like an angry person. And I was like, I think I look happy. I can take a better picture later.
Well, good morning. I'm Darylyn Hudson, and I'm a journalist. And the first thing that I thought is the Boys and Girls Club. They have a wonderful program with Big Sean. I would go through 98 Forward, who's their PR agency. They're one of the largest Black PR agencies in Detroit. They're in downtown Detroit. I will give you their contact information, but I would partner with an organization like that that's already doing kids, already doing music, already doing creativity, and introduce the program to them for possible partnership.
That's a good one. I think we really want to start with professionals who are already out of college, but then we do want to work our way back into college, high school, and then elementary school, I think at some point. But I want to make it different than just, because I think a lot of younger folks have study materials that they can use to get through elementary, but it's a very small niche that's focused on professionals who have master's degrees, sometimes PhDs, but they can't get that exam passed.
Because we're in the wonderful city of Detroit, you have all these great universities. I would access Wayne State, you would even community colleges in regards to research.
That's a good idea, thank you. Morning, hi.
So with regards to
You gotta hold the mic up.
Okay, so with regards to the MVP and building that out, I know that we talked about like the replits and things of that sort. No codes. I'm not a huge MVP individual, but I do know some information. Now sometimes dealing with the no codes and going for replit, you kind of miss some things. So I would say really speak to like the stack developer, and you can find some that are, complementary with regards to cost. Really know your instances, how you want to position the MVP, as well as get to know something like the acronyms and learn about the instances and wireframes that you're looking to build out with regards to that.
Yeah, I don't even know what wireframe means.
I can help you with that.
Okay.
So wireframes
Let's start there.
So I would definitely let have a conversation with you, because I definitely could get you pointed in the right direction.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hello.
Good morning. Everybody's fashions are on point this morning, y'all. I feel like I'm in a runway show, really. This is what it really is.
And the pants, I was like,
Yes, I know, the combination is great, yes.
So one of the best things about being in Metro Detroit, we have so many resources.
Facts.
So one resource, because you were talking about marketing development, I strongly recommend you connect with DNAP, what is the Detroit Entrepreneurials Project. Okay. please connect with them. When this is done, I can give you the person's email who's over that. Okay. Actually, it's right here. And also, Centropolis is a great one. And while you're developing your act, please talk to TechTown. TechTown does special work when it comes to this, but those 3 resources I strongly recommend. DNAP has a lot of marketing students where they offer their services, or students of any major in Michigan State that directly supports entrepreneurs. They will volunteer their time, and that's a free service that they'll offer.
You said it's Detroit Entrepreneurial what?
Detroit Neighborhood Entrepreneurs Project, I'm sorry.
I was like, where did the N come from?
Yeah, I am DPS, don't judge me now. All right.
Got it. Thank you so much.
I'm a product of DPS too. Hi, I'm Tanisha Molden. I'm an intellectual property attorney, so I would love for you to use me as a resource to protect everything that you're building as you're going out into these entrepreneur streets. So one of the things that I was sharing with Melissa is, first thing that I see what most entrepreneurs do is they're overthinking. Overthinking, and so if you know that is one of the things that you're prone to, you recognize that's the first thing you recognize, and then you can make adjustments. So what's the simplest thing that you could do to get the information you need to create your minimal viable product? And that's like what you're doing today, doing your presentation, going out and talking to people and gaining information. Have what your slight pitch is, what you're trying to create, and talk to people about it and see what their reaction is. That's the first thing that I work with in our program is we have new business coaching, and our modern offer program, we talk about going out and creating your offer. Just go out and talk to people.
Yeah.
That you're out and just tell people, talk to everyone, the people in the grocery store, anybody that walk past you. Guess what I'm doing? This is what I'm creating, and just see what their reaction is to that, or ask them for advice or resources like you're doing today. Most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, people want to help you.
Yeah.
I agree. How do you use that kind of leisurely data and say in a pitch deck to venture capitalists or maybe somebody and be like, hey, this is the data.
You just
Even
went
though I got it,
99
like
steps ahead.
I'm just trying to figure out because
I love that. No, you should be prepared
is it
for
like
that.
you just quantify it a certain way?
So you take that information and you do your debrief at the end of the day. At the beginning of the day, you would have identified what information or what you wanted to get across. So if you had a certain saying that you wanted to say, you had certain aspects of your app that you wanted to share with people. And at the end of the day, you do a debrief. And you debrief on what happened when you said this to this particular person. How did they react to it? Did they say that was good? Did they look confused? That's one of my big things. As soon as I do something, even I'm creating a new website, and I put myself in a position of the person look at the website, and I'm reading through it, and I stop. And at a certain word, and I started thinking, I said, take it out.
Yeah.
Because I stopped. I don't understand what that means. If I don't understand it, then someone else won't. So you just do your debriefing, you just start getting that. The more you're doing, as you get out, you will get clarity.
Yeah.
You have to just talk to more people, and the clarity will come. You will start understanding, and all these resources will start to come your way. Because once you start building that momentum, it's not going to stop.
That's what I'm hoping for. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Morning. I'm Lisa. As part of grant writing, I do a lot of collecting data to support why people need services in certain areas. There are 2 pathways that I think you can go for data that you need. One is a pathway that already exists, and one is you can forge forward, and they both go through universities. We have an unbelievable number of universities in our area compared to the rest of the country, and they have people in every department who have already done the research or who are wanting to do the research and need a reason to do it. And it could be an education person, psychology, music, technology. There are several departments that you could approach, and there's research already out there that you can cultivate on what music does for people and learning. And once you have that, you can probably just use what's already existing to builds what you're wanting to start with. And then you can also use those connections at universities to network with PhDs, PhD candidates, and master's candidates who are wanting to research these things. And they're not just doing it for free, they're paying the university to lead them through the research process so that they can get their PhDs.
Yeah, true.
And then you get the information because you're collaborating with them. And it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah. Do you think, and this is great advice, do you think they would, because this is like a for-profit app, right? Does that blur lines when you like have a for-profit product, but you're using like university?
They have structures at every university set up to address it. Some of them, they keep the proprietary, or some of them will collaborate and partner with you. And some of them are just happy to have a reason to do the research. And separate from that, they're tailoring the research because they're collaborating with you, but you're not having to pay to do that. And they're not taking ownership of it.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Morning.
Good morning, good morning. I'm Dion.
Hi, Dion.
Hold your mic up.
Good morning. Good to see you, Bucky. I'll bring it. So, Bucky, a couple of things I wanted just to get out. So, I appreciate everybody's advice. It'll be a little different. All right, so I don't believe these are barriers that you have to worry about going over. I think you should just blast right through.
Hey, I love it.
Stop
Hey.
there, go around.
Just kick through the
Just
door.
kick through.
Got it.
So that's first. Secondly, the National Organization of Minority Architects
Yep.
and several other architect membership organizations will pay good money to help their
Yes.
constituents pass those tests to become licensed.
Exactly.
They're one of my clients, and many of these organizations are run by black women at the moment. So I think there should be a way that we can reach out and collaborate.
Yeah, I know some folks locally, and they're on my to talk to list. Yes, for sure.
I would like to talk to them too, so let's just rally them up. And then as far as does music help with education or not? You started with this thinking it did. So just keep going.
Yes.
And as you continue your journey, the research will follow.
Yes.
So it's good to find other places to get the research, but you already got the idea.
I got the idea. Just gotta make it happen. So make it happen. Thank
I
you.
think that's gonna be fun.
I think it would be good. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Incredible. How you
Thank you.
feel?
I feel great. This is so nice, you guys. This is fun.
Yes, so what is one thing you'll take away, or a couple of things that you'll take away from today that will help you with your business?
I have so many notes, but I think the main one is I can't keep overthinking, right? I'm like, stuck sometimes because of overthinking. And then just being able to go forward and be unapologetic is good because I think I'm tiptoeing too much because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna just own it and just go for it. And so I have connections that I need to just connect with, like universities and people at NOMA and all the things. So it's due time.
Yes, well, we're looking forward to hearing your update when you come back, and hopefully it's some more great things. So,
Let's
give a round of applause for Bucky. Oakland Thrive, we have a lot of workshops coming out, so from September 16th through the 30th, so we do have Fish Tank, a dynamic networking experience. That'll be starting September 16th. We do have the Exit Strategy, Selling Your Business, September 18th, using QuickBooks like a pro, that is September 23rd, and then Digital Empowerment Cohort, that will be starting September 24th. So we do have a whole lot of events coming out. So Momentum Accelerator, the great Lisa Davis, she's be here. She'll be able to talk you through a lot of the great programs that's coming out. They'll have food and a champagne toast. I like that. And Level Up. So we do have another, it is a dinner. So Level Up, how to elevate your business with strategic positioning and enhanced brand recognition. So we do have that. That will be with Melanie Summers, Brandon Williams, Melissa McClary Davis, and Valerie J. we got a lot. We're busy in September. So we have Melanie Summers. She's having an event as well. So all these QR codes will lead you straight into the event, so you can register for that. We would love to see you there. We do have LinkedIn training workshop with special guest trainer David Benjamin. So he's here, blue shirt. So he will walk you through the registering for that. And we have another Lisa Davis workshop. Social media workshop with Lisa Davis, monetizing your TikTok. I definitely need to learn that.
Yes, you do.
And then how to connect with influencers 2.0, David Benjamin. So it looks like you need to go and talk to David Benjamin and Lisa Davis for today. Boom, it is picture time. Did I miss any announcements? Anyone has events coming out that we missed? Want to come speak about it?
Hi everyone, it's Melissa McClary Davis again. If I have anyone who is interested in gardening, gardens, plants, they love the plant life, either they are an influencer in plants or they work in the garden industry and community, there is a wonderful virtual conference that will be next week for 3 days by the Garden Communications Group. If you go to my website or just come to me afterwards, I'm happy to send you a link for it. So.
Cool.
Tanisha Molden again. I just wanted to give a testimony for Goldman Sachs. Where'd Destiny go?
I think she just left.
She said, oh, okay, well, she'll see this later. But I just wanted to give a testimony that if you're having participated in the program, that take advantage of it. I did not formally go through the program, but my husband did. And I felt like I did, and they think I did because I literally took his information when he brought it home and would go through it as if I went through the program. And I have become so ingrained in that community that they asked me to be on panels for them. So I will be on the panel for Goldman Sachs tomorrow evening for the cohort that I think is at cohort 33. But I would highly recommend that if you feel like you're not in the position to get there, that is a goal to aim for, to get in the position to be a part of that program. I just wanted to say that.
Tanisha, we have one more announcement.
Hello, fine folks. My name is Megan Retigliano. I'm from Macomb County, representing Advancing Macomb, and wanted to share that we're doing a storytelling series in partnership with the Velocity Innovation Center, and it's aimed at nonprofit leaders and also small business owners and anybody that wants to up their game when it comes to telling their organization's story. So visit advancingmacomb.com. All the workshops, there's 3 in the series across October and November. They're all free. They'll be at Velocity, and we'd love to see you there. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kamal. Typically, we host Cigar Social and Networking first Wednesdays of the month, so that will be tonight. I didn't do one last month, and so I'm excited to just talk with you about Cigar Social and Networking. If you are into cigars or networking, it's a great environment just to come out. Now tonight will be a little different. I typically do some extra things to bring people out, but life has been seriously lifing on our brothers, so I'm just asking people to come out and hang out. Right, so you have the opportunity to. It'll be at Jay Bird's in Lathrop Village on Southfield Road, maybe a half a mile north of 696. Typically, I charge. Tonight, we're not charging, so you're able to just come in, order your food, have some socialization, drinks, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, you can come and talk to me. I can share the information with you, but pretty much that's it. So looking forward to seeing you all if you're able to make it.
I will be there tonight for that. So it is picture time. Carmen, do you mind lining us up to where we will be for the picture?
Everybody give everybody a hand clap for today.